Well, that was a bit of drama. There was some sheep in the field there and they were running around quite a lot, and I noticed that a lamb at the back that must have been born right at the beginning of this season had managed to get one of those plastic deck chairs caught on its body, and as it was running around it was dragging that with it, and of course all the other sheep were running away and it didn't know what to do. So I was just thinking, oh, I just can't leave the poor animal like that. So I was going to jump over, but there's a hole in the wall where it jumps through, and it got to the hole in the wall, and of course as it goes through it managed to shake the chair off. And so here we go, going up the nab. I've made a decision. Every time I come camping I say, got my pack on, it's very heavy, I must do something to reduce its weight. I have done. I have bought some lightweight gear, ultraweight. My kit, excluding food and liquids, top the scales at 8 kilograms. I hadn't planned on the ultralight camp, so I've got really heavy food, got packets of rice and stuff. I could have gone for dehydrated, which would have brought it down. I've got 2 cans of beer, I could have ditched those, maybe got a flask of whiskey or 2, which would have brought it down further, but I'm happy. I'll go through the ultralight stuff I bought and my choices when I get a bit higher up. So I want to talk about my choice of tent. I've been looking for a new tent really for quite a while. When I first got the Raccoon, it was a really good price, and I'm delighted with the performance of the Raccoon. I got it because the very old tent I had, the Coleman tent, I didn't have the head height and it was very restrictive. Basically I have to lay down all the time in it. And there is an entrance at the end, but it's difficult really to access that very well. I've never really used that one. I use the side entrance, which is just basically you take the side off the tent and it's very exposed. So I decided to get a new tent and I got the Raccoon. I'm very pleased with that choice. I call it the Flapoon because I really don't like the way the 2 sides, when you open them, you've got no control over them and they're going all over the place. And kind of solve that with a tarp. I've got a 3 metre by 2 metre tarp, but it is a bit of a faff, and it's a heavy beast. It's 2.3 kilos, which is a lot. Right from early on, I've had my eyes on a tent, which it's no surprise because it'll be in the name of the video. But the reasons I've gone for that tent is because it's very lightweight, seems really robust from what people have said, used in all kinds of weathers. You can sit up handsomely in it, and you've got a large vestibule on both sides, which is ideal for you can close up and cook in it. So it seems to just really tick the boxes for me. I'm going to talk more about the company 3FUL a bit later on, but I was wrong, completely wrong about the Lanshan. There seems to be lots of shady knockoffs when you look online about them, but there really aren't, and I'll explain that a bit more when I talk about the company later on in the video, probably when I get the tent up. For the meantime, I'm just having a sit down on the nab, catching my breath really. It's quite hard getting up here. Doesn't take long, but it's, you know, you are climbing all the way. Cheers. So last week I set off over the path going that way and climbed around the back and went to the top. But today I'm going more directly up the path you can see in front of me, straight up to Ringing Roger. Going to try to find a water source first when I get up there. A couple of options, but probably have a sit down and then plenty of time. It's only 3:20, so got literally hours. It's looking good. Current thinking is I'm looking for water. I need water. I will find it somewhere along this edge. And then I think I'll look for a campsite now. The original plan was to go up Grindsbrook Grindslow, and camp up there. In the car park today I decided no, I'm going to go up the Nab because it was a nice route. I like the route. Then I looked on the map for water sources, and there looked to be quite a few streams marked on the map, which had several streams running into them before they got to where I would cross it on the path, which sort of, trying to think logically, should be a decent amount of water on there. I've passed 2 of them so far, and there's nothing more than a trickle. I wouldn't turn the boat off like that. So, on we go. I think that this is the 7-minute crossing straight in front of me. I'm going to check with a mate. I don't need it today, but it's just useful to know where it actually is. Time for a beer. Northern Monk, can't go wrong. don't mess with Yorkshire. 4.5% stout. Let's try out this. Oh, good grief, that's beautiful. I wonder how long it'll take me to run back down to the car and go get some more. Not going to happen, is it? But that's a 4-hour walk. I couldn't have done it with a heavy backpack. Definitely not. I noticed a huge difference when I stopped and got some water. Another 3 kilograms of water went on my back then. And that last 500 metres was considerably harder.
Really warm already, 18 degrees, load out for sure, but
that looks banging. Chili con carne and lemon and herb rice. And good morning. Great night's sleep. Somebody walked past the tent at 10:15. I was all sealed in. They didn't comment. Bit windy this morning, but tent's fine. Yeah, slept all night. Just woke up a couple of times. 25 past. Oh, it's not. It's 10 to 5. Just after sunrise. But there is no sunrise, so I didn't film it. Absolutely nothing left there. Some water. I left the rest of my Peak District tea. And back at the car. What a wonderful camp. Feel so alive. Shattered, but so alive. So summary, parked in Edale car park, went up, start of Grindsbrook, up to the Nab, along to Ringing Roger, found the edge path and followed it, past the 7-minute crossing, followed it all the way around, looking for a water source actually. As soon as I found water I was going to camp. The first place where there was a decent supply of water was Grindsbrook. So at the top of Grindsbrook, filled up. Apparently you can drop off the top a couple of 100 metres, the guy said. I didn't fancy climbing down 200 metres and then going back up 200 metres. But the Grindsbrook splits, and the other tributary to Grindsbrook is from a spring, and it's white water, so it's not the tea that you get. So then Grindslow didn't look that much further, so I climbed up to the top of Grindslow, very hard with the extra 1.5 kilograms on board, definitely. Found a really nice spot almost on the top of Grindslow. Put my tent up. I didn't see anybody else after that time anywhere. I couldn't see any humans. Two people did walk past the tent at about 10:15. Now that's late to be out. They didn't say anything. Tent was fantastic. There's so many videos on YouTube about how to pitch it, and it's obvious that pitching the Lanshan is a skill. You have to practice and get right. But I will get it right. The backpack, superb, even better than the tent. Everything could go in it. I love the configuration with the roll down top and all the strapping and everything on it, and the way that your sleep mat basically becomes your backrest. The Edale, yeah, brilliant. I thoroughly recommend that. I wouldn't say I was ultra lightweight last night. Lightweight, certainly. I could shave another couple of kilograms off that easily. Didn't need to set the table or the chair. I could have made better choices for the food that were lighter weight and liquids. Don't need 2 cans of beer. I took 1.5 litres or 1.8 litres of water up to Grindslow. Didn't need 1.8 litres. A litre would have done. In fact, probably the 0.8 would have done. But that was only the last 500 metres, so I'm not too bothered about that. My water filter, I think it's split, because when you screw it onto the bladders I've got, it leaks, and I think the thread around it's gone. So that's going to be some money that's needed, but there you go. So, thank you for watching. I'm delighted that you've managed to get through to this point. If you want to see some more of my videos, subscribe by clicking here. If you want to have a look at my playlist of wild camping videos, here. And I'm going to be putting a Lanshan playlist up soon, so I won't point to where that's going because it's not there yet. Thank you.